It's hard to push out of my mind, let alone anyone else who's a citizen in the US. Yet, this Israel-Iran war clash has captivated the internet entirely. In the midst of it all is President Donald Trump, who is riddled with worry. And the reason for that is because of the war bluff he called against Iran, which led to the current war outbreak millions now witness. Now there were supposed claims this would be an over and done with war conflict. Well, that only placed the current administration at the starting line, where things are just getting warmed up. And yeah, he called for a ceasefire. But Iran isn't having any of that. So there's not favorable requests this time around for ceasefire. Damn. That means Iran is taking a Ben Grimm, aka The Thing, mindset. Those who know the Fantastic Four cartoon TV show would occasionally hear him say, "It's clobbering time." Yeah, it's the perfect fitting phrase. Because that is exactly what's happening to Israel and American bases at the moment. A horrific clobbing session conducted at the hands of Big Bad Iran. They're literally shattering Israel apart, like a huge Andre the Giant fist effortlessly smashing through a wooden board. There's talk about the advice on how to proceed with this situation from Washington's viewpoint. Well, that's an outlook projected by current Secretary of War Pete Hegseth. Right, a great deal of tension has been attached to him as of late. For he's accused of inciting war tensions between Israel and Iran during a gathered talks session on Friday the 13th. And no, we're not talking Jason Voorhees here. This is all about war talks addressing what comes next in this Israel-Iran conflict. That's not to mention other cabinet members such as Lindsey Graham, US war hawks, Israeli leadership, and other Trump advisors, all of whom are a loss for words when asked about the progression of the war. But most of the critical opposition is directed particularly at Hegseth and Trump. Based on Hegseth's statements, he feels that this will be an in-and-out war campaign. However, there were lent statements by Colonel Donald McGregor, who sees this in an entirely different light. McGregor points out the fact that American military forces are at an all-time low. This is due to lack of morale and fortitude, but mostly the lack of manpower. That translates to, not enough individuals are jumping to sign up for the service. Yay, that's a huge yikes. So White House officials such as Hegseth are facing massive backlash now for targeting Iran. Remember, he's just one of the guys urging Trump to side with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to take up the fight against Iran. That soon turned out to be a serious fatal error on the part of the Trump administration. One would guess they thought Iran would be screaming, "Wait, no more, please stop." Well, many are seeing the reports. And the amount of damage Iran has inflicted on numerous US bases, that's not to mention the horrific damage done to Israel's defense systems, doesn't look like they're hurting Iran as much as people are led to believe. No, sure, they've done damage to some of Iran's defense systems, but they have been getting leveled. It's got to the point where their Iron Dome defense system has been knocked offline, which means they're now left wide open to incoming missile attacks from Iran. That's still raining down upon the country state. So when you see Hegseth, or anyone else gaslight you into thinking this is a war nearing its end is far off the mark, Jack. They wanted a warriors' war. Well, they got one more than they ever could imagine. This could have been avoided. This entire situation, which was what Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard had wanted. Many know Gabbard's viewpoint is that she leans toward anti-interventionism. She's highly cautious of a regime change war. But the whispers from the Beltway that she was completely sidestepped. While she was presenting intelligence on the complexities of a multi-front retaliation, the green light was already clearly shining. Trump and Netanyahu formed a weird alliance of necessity, believing this was a one-and-done scenario. They thought it was in the bag. And yet, Iran isn't yelling "we surrender." Oh no, they were ready and steady without a physical flinch. Since February 28. They've been leveling military facilities and bases. We're literally seeing decimation going out of style. But the real decimation isn't just on the battlefield. It's also in the supply chain. Iran has a stranglehold on the Strait of Hormuz. Oil is sitting at $120 per barrel or more. And if you think the war is over there, well, I say take a hard look at your gas receipts, and the price of imported goods. It's staggering. That cold shoulder Iran promised? Yeah, they're targeting it indirectly at US citizens. Because sooner or later there will be high taxation, disrupted shipping, and an annihilated global economy. What happens to the human psyche when the golden age promised turns into a gilded cage of conflict? In America, people are not at ease. It's a low-frequency hum of anxiety. We're watching a war play out in real time on our feeds, while our bank accounts are getting emptied out by this nonsensical secondary economic war. In Israel and Iran, it's the trauma of the siren life. In America, it's the waiting for that other shoe to drop type of moment. When you act on bad advice, the person who pays the price isn't just the advisor, it's the collective mental stability of the nation. We're seeing a rise in conflict fatigue and a deep distrust of the noble intentions we were sold. All of this stems from this shouldn't have happened in the first place war surrounding two rival countries. And let's not forget about the soldiers putting their lives on the line every single day. Because there are targeted US military bases that were vastly destroyed. And there's a hefty list to overlook. So there will be a link left below if anyone is interested in learning more about them in full detail. However, here you'll be given brief details about each facility. Okay, we start with the Al-Udeid Air Base, Qatar, which is the largest US air base in the Middle East. Its location is the forward headquarters for the US Central Command CENTCOM, and it's home to 10,000 troops. The Al-Udeid base supports air operations, command and control across the region. The current status of the Al-Udeid Air Base is operational but damaged, which of course is due to the ongoing missile and drone strikes initiated by Iran. Camp Darifjan, Kuwait. It's a major U.S. Army logistical hub supporting operations in Iraq and Syria and regional sustainment. The current status of Camp Darifjan is operational with damage. The Iranian strikes destroyed satellite communication radomes and caused crater burn damage. U.S. troops were partially relocated for force protection prior to attacks, communications impacted but the base continues on functioning. Al-Dhafra Air Base, UAE. The U.S. Air Force hub shared with UAE forces supports reconnaissance, combat missions, VA against ISIS, and air operations in the Gulf. The base's current status is operational, but targeted, as Iran claimed strikes on air combat centers, which reported receiving drone and missile attacks, although the base remains active for U.S. missions. Camp Lemonnier, Djibouti. Camp Lemonnier is a primary U.S. base in Africa, headquarters for Combined Joint Task Force, also dubbed as the Horn of Africa, CJTF-OA. Supports counter-terrorism, naval and air operations, and it provides regional security of 4,000 staff personnel. The current status of the camp is fully operational, as there were no direct hits in the recent Iran-related strikes. For they have been overlooked so far despite proximity to Houthi threats. Basic routine activities, exercises, and command changes continue as scheduled. Prince Sultan Air Base, Saudi Arabia. This air base hosts U.S. aircraft including tankers for air refueling, defense, and regional missions. The current status of this Saudi air base is operational, with limited damage. After being targeted by Iranian missiles and drones, at least 5 U.S. Air Force tankers damaged were not destroyed. Saudi defenses intercepted most of the strikes. Air operations, via tanker missions continue. Naval support activity, Bahrain. This is Bahrain's headquarters for U.S. Navy's 5th Fleet, a key naval hub for maritime security, operations, and logistics in the Persian Gulf and the Red Sea. The base is currently operational but it was hit. It took damage from Iranian missiles and drone strikes. The facilities include service centers and radomes. Staffing was reduced to mission-critical levels earlier. Some infrastructure damage was reported, but core naval coordination persists, for the facility hasn't ceased its operations. Ali Al Salem Air Base, Kuwait. This is a U.S. Kuwaiti air base supporting logistics, airlift, and operations in the region. The current status of the air base is operational. Although it took damage due to Iranian strikes, that caused impacts to structures, aircraft shelters, and areas near runways. Despite the damage done, the base remains in use. Al-Assad Air Base, Iraq. Al-Assad is a major Iraqi military airfield located in the Al-Anbar Governorate in western Iraq. Located about 160 kilometers, 100 miles west of Baghdad. It features a large runway complex, hangars, barracks, and support facilities. Historically, it served as a key U.S. and coalition hub for operations against ISIS, under Operation Inherent Resolve, training Iraqi forces, and regional logistics. It has hosted thousands of U.S. soldiers and military personnel troops at its peak. The base is no longer a U.S. operational facility after forces fully withdrew from Al-Assad in January 2026. Erbil Air Base, Iraq. Also known as Erbil International Airport, U.S. portion, supports advisory training missions for Iraqi forces and counter-ISIS operations. The current status for the Erbil Air Base is operational, though limited to public updates due to recent strikes. It's part of broader U.S. advisory presence in Iraq. No major confirmed damage reported due to Iran's retaliation wave. Baghdad Diplomatic Zone, Iraq. This is a U.S. embassy and associated secure facilities in the international zone, Green Zone, that supports diplomatic and security operations. The current status of the base is operational. The U.S. presence there serves more as a diplomatic military advisor than a full base, as the occasional rocket threats are expected, but it's currently functioning amid regional tensions. Al-Tanf Garrison, Syria. This remote U.S. outpost is near the Jordan, Syria, Iraq border. Their soldiers train local partners and counters ISIS and Iranian influence. The status for the Al-Tanf Garrison base is operational. No major recent strike reports highlighted. Northeast Syria Bases, Syria. This is a northeastern base that supports various station outposts, SDF partners. It's small and is used to train soldiers against ISIS and regional stability. The northeast base is operational, although the direct status upon damage taken is limited. The U.S. maintains a limited presence, 900 troops regionally. The base has been subject to occasional attacks, but missions continue. Incirlik Air Base, Turkey. This is a NATO shared base that supports U.S. air operations, logistics, and nuclear storage in some contexts. It's fully operational, and hasn't taken direct strikes by Iran. Continued routine activities within the U.S. NATO base facility are currently ongoing. Jordan Training Sites, Jordan. Various facilities are used for joint training sessions, with Jordanian forces. Activities such as support advisory, exercise, and counter-terrorism training is routinely conducted. The base is operational. This includes key partner sites. No major disruptions reported in current conflict. Eskan Village, Saudi Arabia. The base is used for housing and support compound in Riyadh for U.S. personnel and families who are assigned to Saudi missions. The village base is currently operational, primarily for residential support, affected indirectly by regional alerts but no direct combat damage yet stated. Red Sea Outpost, Saudi Arabia. The outpost is located on the west coast of Saudi Arabia, situated between the cities of Umluj and Al-Waj. Availability for U.S. naval monitoring positions, or access points supporting maritime security against Houthi threats, via linked to ships or temporary sites. The base is active but it faces high-level threats, which are aimed at ships, coming and going. Also another point of focus are temporary sites. Currently, the base's status is active in its operation. Israel Radar Sites, Israel. This radar alert missile strike outpost is located in Israel via for missile defense integration. The radar site is operational. It's also part of bilateral defense cooperation, heightened activity but no specific strike damage reported. Yemen Access Points, Gulf of Aden. This base is referred to as a limited, non-permanent U.S. military access arrangements, overflight permissions, logistical support points, or naval maritime positions used primarily for operations against the Houthis, via monitoring, strikes, and protecting the Red Sea under operations like Prosperity Guardian and Rough Rider. The U.S. does not maintain fixed, large-scale bases inside Yemen itself due to the ongoing civil war. The Houthi control over much of the territory, and political sensitivities. Within that area, no permanent U.S. ground bases exist in Yemen. Any ground presence, if any small advisory intel teams, is highly classified and minimal. Most activity is sea and air based from regional assets. Okay, so there's a short rundown list of the US bases over in the Middle East. So now it's time to bring this session to a close by saying this. This is a war no one wanted. Not by the Iranians. And definitely not the hard-working taxpayers over in the United States. It's unfortunate the Trump administration decided to jump into this conflict with Iran. And don't anyone start with any lame excuses why he needed to insert America into this senseless war conflict. Because online, ex-military service personnel, such as Colonel McGregor, or even ex-Marine and intelligence officer Scott Ritter, and ex-CIA analyst Larry Johnson condemned it 101%, because they all warned about the financial consequences. That will be shifted right back at America's already broken economy. But, I myself already saw this coming years in advance, which I learned after looking into maritime admiralty law. Understanding who set us on this treacherous path was none other than the power elite, the Jesuits. These are powerful individuals who control the flow of money based upon a sinister, yet unique, monetary system run under water law, a system both Abraham Lincoln and JFK tried to stop, but it was simply too late, and thus, it led to the formation of a second constitution, we the people of the United States of America, in all caps spelling. And for those who dare think what has been said about maritime admiralty law is just a strawman ideology, well I say they're horribly wrong. It does apply to them. And it always will till the day they leave this material existence. It led to the creation of IRS in 1862, and it ultimately led to the establishment of the Federal Reserve System. That was the final nail in the coffin, because at that point we were sold a lie from then on up till now, because we were then attached to debt from birth, with no real way to scale it back, which was the plan all along. Prepare yourselves for the worst US citizens, because 2026 is gonna be filled with unexpected surprises. Because the path we're on will hurt a vast number of economies around the world. And the even worse news is that some of these other countries were American allies. Hence, heavy on the were. Because countries such as Taiwan, Japan, not to mention some ally countries in the EU, the UAE, or our competitors like China and Russia will despise us for all of the inconveniences we have caused them with the tariff hikes, and with the direction this Israel-Iran conflict has taken matters. They surely don't want to bother with America any further as a global competitor, which no doubt points back to BRICS. We're a handful of countries among others now thinking of jumping aboard the BRICS gravy train, or they're looking to ditch the American dollar system to ultimately find a newer, more affordable currency system that will not rob but help them build wealth as they establish themselves within a revived market. It's something we in America need to speak out about as a nation of collected US citizens, to push back against the path we're now on, because we're being pigeonholed by our American government's rhetorical viewpoints. Say something about this before it's too late. So if you liked what you heard today about the concerning details surrounding our future in America, then smash that like button. Make sure to subscribe to Mind Blast Mechanics, where we dive deep into the observations that matter. Also throw in a comment out and it will 100% get answered. Don't miss our next video, so make sure to tap that bell. Thanks for watching.